Hey guys, Greg T from BNI Alberta South with just, I guess, an overview of some of the new things that we have gotten in I guess, released and set since, Lloyd and I jumped in as managing directors on April 1st. Now, there's been a lot of changes, a lot of things that have, good things. And this is just a quick video overview of what we've done on the website to make finding things and accessibility easier for you. And we're not done. There's going to be a lot more. So this is just a good overview for you to see what's happening and spot where you can actually put in your request too. So have a look. All right, so let's start this overview right off the website. Now the focus is to make our website, our BNISalberta.ca website, the focal point and the first place to go whenever you need answers about BNI Alberta South, whether you be a member, whether you be on the regional team, whether you be one of our chapter leaders in one of your main leadership roles. This is the place to go, and I'll show you why. From here, you can launch into any part of what BNI Alberta South is about, and including connection to some of the things that BNI Global has that are part of your membership. So let's take a quick look. In this video, what I'm going to do is talk, not only show you some of the features that we have, but also just get some information as far as what we have different from other regions around the world. We have developed a lot of things here internally to make things easier for our members, and we're open to hearing and working on even more. So let's go. All right, so here we are on the very first page. What I'd like you to do is just kind of take a look at things here. Now, we are using the desktop version for the video purposes only, just because, of course, it's a lot easier to see. Now, I'm closing down some of these little extra bonuses here. That's mainly for people who are not BNI members who maybe want to know a little bit more, or we'd like to show them a little bit more about what BNI is like and what BNI Alberta South can do. So we have contact and availability to find these things. So here is the base home page for things. As you can see, as you go over here and you see some of the special, the drop-down menus that have places that you can go to find some of the things you need. Applying for membership or renewing your membership. That is an excellent place and one that has been used quite often. Very simple, applying for membership and membership renewals. Now that connects to BNI Connect, so you will log into your BNI Connect login and be able to pay through there. If you run into any other problems, we've got direct links that we can send as well. FAQs as far as things about BNI that yourselves or maybe even potential members might have for BNI and what it is that they might be curious about. Some general FAQs and how do you find a chapter? How do you join a chapter? Can anyone join? So on and so forth. Great for current members as well, because there may be some questions you're not sure of. And you know what? If you don't find answers to your questions, please reach out and I'll show you how to do that later on in the video. Now, our BNI policies, excellent spot to take a look there as far as what are the things that we stand for as an organization, as a region, and what we commit to as members. You'll see your BNI's philosophy right off the bat, giver's gain, of course, that most of us know very, very, very well. And it's just a reminder to see, where we stand. Our mission statement as a region and what we strive to do for our members. The code of ethics that each member goes and commits to when they join a chapter. Something to remember and to maybe review now and then to ensure that we're doing what we can to help all of our members. Our member policies, the specific things that BNI stands for its members. Namely the first one you see there, only one person from each classification can join a BNI chapter. Like we know we stand with that, and several of the other 11 that you can be able to follow through there. Administrative policies, things to understand as far as how payments work, what membership fees are all about, what the refund policies are, and so on and so forth. There's the BNI agenda. This is the agenda that we go through as a BNI chapter. This is an agenda that's been put together through years and years of growth and change and, if you will, monitoring and seeing what works when it comes to good referral networking meetings that chapters go through each week. Now, we do have weekly meetings. No, we don't have bi-weekly meetings every other week. Why? there have been studies that have done and they're constantly looking and seeing what modifications may be necessary, and continually find that weekly meetings following this agenda give the best return for their dollar to our members. So we definitely recommend sticking with what this agenda works, and this is where you can find it in case you have any questions, or in case you're not sure about what your chapter is doing and you maybe want to bring to their attention. This is a good place to look to find out and make sure things are done right. Our program guides, visiting chapters, absences and tardiness. This is the overview of what members can have a look at in case they have some questions that need some quick answers. There's things beyond BNI regionally. There is our chapters. There's our chapter leadership roles. There is our regional leadership roles. There is our national leadership roles, and then there's our international leadership roles. And we have members from our region in all areas. You know what? This is how we have a say in what BNI does and how we can help affect things for the betterment of us all. As you look through, there's more information on what your fees provide, what the values may be. This doesn't even go into marketing versus directly just a membership, but some phenomenal stuff to look for. Look and see what good referrals are and what referral marketing is all about. Now, further going on the drop-down menus here, you've got here for new potential members on what to expect when they go to a chapter, how to visit a chapter or current chapters, forming chapters, or if people are interested in starting at chapters. As a quick look on our current chapters page, you can see that we've got lists from Cochrane, Calgary, Lethbridge, Red Deer, all over, and all people need to do is click there and click to visit the chapter. You noticed over there that each name is also set as far as the title. So BNI Horizon here is an example. If we click there, we will go to the BNI Horizon homepage for their website. And you'll notice there in their logo, it does say bnihorizon.ca. All of our chapters have a naming structure that our region pays for the domain to make sure that you can use that as your focal point for all your marketing. People can then go to the homepage, see stats about your chapter, as far as here, the number of dollars that have been passed over the past 12 months, number of members you have, who your next speakers are, and who your leadership team is. If they want to dig further, they can click on the chapter members button or tab, menu tab, and find out more as far as who those members are. What happens if you're a member and you don't see your name in their chapter? Well, this page is fed from all the information that is entered into BNI Connect, which is from BNI, which is given to us and used from BNI Global. When you enter your information into BNI Connect, you must make sure that you do click the one checkbox that says to allow your information to show on the website. Then you will show up. Now, going back to the website, you see there's a lot more information there that I'd love you to do. Take a chance, a little bit of time in going through. We have some of the latest information, how we support local organizations and our local community, to see how BNI Alberta South supports the people around us. Looking at some of the amazing things, some things you might want to use in your social media or even in your establishment to show that you are a BNI member and you support local. Here's one of the great new additions we've had just recently, our events page. We have not only the regional member events, not only public events, but also new member event listings as well. Let's go to the main events page and you'll see where to find that. Right off the bat, you've got regional events. If you click that button, that's going to take you to the one regional calendar that most people are used to, which has got listings of the BNI Alberta South regional events, such as our open house, which is our regular open house or core group meeting for new and forming chapters and launch chapters. We have our regional team meeting and leadership roundtables that happen monthly. Our monthly webinars can all be found here. But what was the other page? Our member event listings. This is an awesome one in that we have listings now available for member events. You notice here, if you mouse over, we have karaoke, which is sponsored done by Gary Williams there from BNI Go-Givers. These, I must note, are member-sponsored events, not BNI Alberta South sanctioned or sponsored. So they are not directly connected with BNI Alberta South or BNI as a whole. That said, this is a service that we have opened up and are offering to our members so that our members can advertise their events and have one place that everybody can go to find out what BNI members are doing and what they're about. A great way to do that is right there we have a button for regional event submission, and I'll show you how to do that. You will note though that there is an event disclaimer, and that is highlighted on the regional event submission page as well. With that disclaimer, it's a waiver that does explain that these events are not BNI Alberta South or BNI sponsored or sanctioned, in that we do this as a service to help our members, to give them more exposure for the events that they are holding. There is also a waiver that we ask that all events that are placed here are downloaded the event waiver, and people who attend the event then sign the waiver, just as an understanding that BNI and BNI Alberta South are not directly connected with that. Now the event submission page here is very simple. We just ask for all the information about your event and ask you to upload an image-wise of any files that may be connected to that event, as far as the poster, logo, that kind of stuff that we can use for the featured area in that event member listings section that we showed you earlier. And on that, if we click, for instance, on the karaoke one, we'll click there. It will open the specific page that gives you more information on that event as well. It's a free event. Here's the image that's been used, and explains all about that image, or about that event. There's your disclaimer, and there is the ability to go to and download the event waiver as well, right there on that page, so all attendees will be aware. As you scroll down, you can add it to your calendar, which is an awesome thing. Plus, you can get a Google map that shows you the directions to get to the event that you're going to, all in one spot. Need to email the organizer? Right there. If they supplied a phone number, you'll have their phone number as well. I'll show you that in the in-person networking mixer. This is one that we hold, this is the link to it, hold on a monthly basis, and those can be all logged in and accessed via the same link or via that same calendar. Now that's all your event member listings. Well, what else do we have? We have the BNI Blog. We ask that if members have any, insight, things that could be very helpful for other entrepreneurs, share it with us. We'd love to include you in the blog and have links back to your business as a contributor to local communities and local entrepreneurs. And lastly, we'll go on to the Contact Us section. Find a member can be an excellent one. If you're looking for somebody in our region that does whatever service you need, this is a great place to search. You have the simple search, which putting in a keyword, and as you can see, there's some names there that I've done some searches for just to see how well this is working, but you can put names, or you could use the advanced search as well. And in the advanced search, more details as far as who you might be looking for if you have more specifics. But great way to find anyone from landscaper to digital marketer to construction to you name it, it's all there. And lastly, one of the biggest ones for everybody is the member portal. The member portal is a new endeavor that we have undertaken, and we have recently done some adjustments too. As you notice, there's links for members, leadership, regional team, senior regional team, and there's an FAQ or area where you can get links added to this section. Right off the bat, renew or apply membership right at the very top. And as we go through here, you'll see that we've divided this into sections now for all of our members. Education and stats, regional forums, and then the fun and extras. Chapter leadership links are divided into education and stats, logins and forums, extras, and meeting hub. Now the regional team and senior team links will be changing because we have a back end, a little bit more complex login that's going to be available for our regional teams, just so that we can have more there and they will have one login to find a lot of more sensitive information. But for members links, let's take a quick look. Here's where you can find your links to going right directly to BNI Connect, reporting to you. And this is all the logins to go to those areas to get the information you need. Now, membership committees or mentor, This would be a great place to send new members and show them where they can go to find everything they need or ask for even more. BNI Connect, as I say, reporting to you login, the closed business reporting guidelines, BNI Business Builder, regional YouTube channel, our regional video help series for things where you might be struggling for something. And even with that series, you can request videos and we'll do those videos, such as this one, to help our members. Our BNI podcast links, lots of podcasts. That's all done from and supplied from BNI Global. We have our BNI Passport login for new members. The one-to-one planner or gains worksheet, again, right there to download and work with, right? And you can take that as a direct link online. Our regional event submission. That was the events earlier that I mentioned. Well, you can use this to go and submit your events and have them then located on the member events calendar. Our member feedback form. This is a new one. I'm going to open that in a new tab and show you here. As far as our member feedback form, complaints, compliments, and feedback, we would love to know more about how we can do better. And this is a great place for you to go and submit that information and get that to us so we can do follow-up to help you. Our Zoom meeting backgrounds. This is just a fun little add-on that we have different backgrounds that you can use and use for when you're in your midst of your Zoom meetings. There's only a couple there right now, but hey, you're a designer, you have some good ideas you want down there, send it to us. We'd love to have that so that the rest of our region can use some of these backgrounds as well. Moving on from that, we have, of course, submit a link or additional request. That then will link down to the form, which has a little bit about, a few FAQs for this page, but also the idea/link request. And all we ask is that you give us your name, email, and your chapter name, and we will then put that information in here so that others can access it as well. If you're a chapter leader, here's an overview of the ones that you can then use or can find very useful. And when I say leader, this is mainly the LET for each chapter. You'll find, again, the same links as far as your chapter, your BNI Connect reporting to you, but you've also got an addition where the chapter dashboard is linked here. The summit files for going and downloading some of the files from our most recent summit and access to the videos for training. You see not only the passport logins and so on and so forth there, but also the social media access request and chapter supplies request. Your chapter has missing some supplies for your in-person meetings. There's where you go and send in your request so that we can get that ball rolling underway and get you those supplies as soon as possible. Social media access request. Again, you have social media channels and some of your chapter needs access to be able to post and do things. This is where you give us the names of the people that are involved so we can make sure that they have the access that's needed. The reason we put this is sometimes in the middle of people's or different terms, people do change their roles. And in that case, we have to make sure that the right people have access. Moving forward here, we also have the submit link request and also the Meeting Hub tutorials and requests, just in case if you were looking at adding Meeting Hub and you're not a current Meeting Hub chapter, or you'd like to be one of the Meeting Hub chapters. This is a good place to find out more information and ask questions potentially and get more tutorials, video tutorials like this to help. And lastly, is to mention for everybody, we have our support/contact info link. When you click that, you'll see who to contact with the different support issues you may be having for access or not sure how to do some of the things within some different systems. For BNI Connect and BNI Business Builder issues, that is supplied by BNI Global. So you would reach out to ticket@bniconnect.com and they would then assist you with the information that you need for solutions to your problems. Reporting to you problems would go to support at reportingtoyou.com. This is a third-party system that we use and not something that we have direct access to, just like we do not have direct access to do all the things necessarily in BNI Connect and Business Builder. But this is where you can go first to get some help with those things. If you're dealing with our chapter website or have questions that our regional team can help, admin at bnisalberta.ca is the place to email, and we will then send that information to who it needs to. Best thing to do is, of course, go through the hierarchy of who your first report is. If you're a member, go to your LAT, go to the person in charge in the role that heads off, such as your mentor or your visitor host or your membership committee, so on and so forth, for questions directly related to their role. Leaders in the chapters then would then go to the LAT. The LAT then would report or ask questions to the chapter ambassador. The ambassador then would be able to go to our area directors and our senior team and escalate things as needed, or ask the questions as needed if there's more answers that are required. So there you go. There's a bunch of the stuff that we have had added so far to the site. Lots more stuff coming, and we're so open to some of your ideas, feedback, so on and so forth, because we know it's not perfect, and we're always looking at how we can improve. So thank you so much for taking a look at these things here, and all the best and all the success to you.